Welcome back to Walsall Fan TV for the preview of Swindon versus Walsall. It certainly feels like the joy's returning after beating Tranmere and Forest Green, both 1-0. Can Walsall make it an unexpected 3 wins on the bounce against Swindon? Well, Swindon have had a bit of a rough spell. But they've come out of it with 2 3-0 wins in the last 2 games, albeit against Scunny and Carlisle. 2 clean sheets, 3-0, 3-0. That's bouncing back from losing 3-0 to Tranmere. So is another 3-0 on the cards, you might ask? Well, Swindon currently lie in 7th place on 49 points. That's where we'd want to be, isn't it? We're currently at 14 points off that. And we're still just 7 points clear of the drop zone. Not that I'm worried about that. Things are definitely looking upwards. But we need to get plenty of points if we're going to move into the top half. So what do we know about Swindon? They're having a reasonable season, considering their financial troubles at the start. Harry McKirdy, he is the man to watch. If we were really impressed with how Shade took Kane Wilson out of the game and marked him out of the game on Saturday, could he do the same with Harry McKirdy? 14 goals and 8 assists is going to be a difficult one to control. A player we don't have to control, Tyrese Simpson, he was recalled end of January, so he's not one we're going to worry about. Other guy who's popped in 8 goals for them, Jack Payne. He had an injury, started January, and he's not figured since. So unless he's back fit, he's not going to be in there either. One player we're going to have to watch out for is Louis Barrie. Yes, the 18-year-old from the Villa. Scored for them on Saturday. And he's going to be a danger. We have to watch him. For Walsall, we did have a surprise package. We had Rio Sawyers, cousin of Romain Sawyers, was on the bench. That kind of tells me that he's playing with the first team and or practicing with the first team as such. Perhaps these uncontested free kicks and corners has been changed since Mike Flynn joined the throng. I also understand his assistant is on the way. I don't think that's been announced yet, but it's looking like that's going to happen. So that's good. So Walsall, we're going to be watching on iFollow. So if you can't make it down to the county ground, catch us on the watch along and share the joy or the pain. It's feeling more like joy at the moment, but Swindon is definitely a very tough place to go. And despite our last 2 results, it's going to be a real big ask. But if we could get a 3rd win on the bounce, we're on the way to that magic 7, aren't we? 7 defeats on the bounce. 7 wins on the bounce. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would sort of put us back into contention for playoffs, I think, if we could win 7 on the bounce. It certainly worked wonders for Mansfield, their run they went on. So, predictions for the team lineup, I think it's largely going to be the same. Rushworth in goal, play 3-5-2, so that's Daniels, Rowling, Month. And then White as right wing back, Shade left wing back, who impressed everybody with his performance. It was very good. Earing and Kinsella, of course, in the middle. And then we got Osadebe. Osadebe played really well on Saturday. So much more energy and drive. That ball he played through for Miller's goal, that was an excellent pass, perfect weighting to it. Osadebe, yeah, consistency, that's what we want from him, and start adding some goals to his game, and he's going to be a real major powerhouse for us. And then Wilkinson, and back in the goals again, Miller up front. And the bench is looking quite solid as well now with Perry. He's more than adequate to come on if we need a CDM. Kiernan adding some spice on the left side if you wanted to bring that on. And then, of course, Devant Rodney. He came off the bench on Saturday. He hasn't played a lot of football, in fairness, since about October. So he'll need a bit of time to get back up to the speed of things. But Walsall have signed him on a 2.5-year contract. So I think a lot of their thinking for that is for next season. But just getting him back firing this season would be good. Right then. So catch us on iFollow. That'd be good. We do have a little buy me a coffee thing. So if you want to buy me a virtual coffee, got a link in the description. I'd appreciate that. The joy and the pain. It's coming back again. Oh, just one thing. Nearly forgot. Matt Preston moved to Kidderminster recently. Became a legend in 10 games, which is very hard to do. But we know what a great player he was for Walsall. Perhaps didn't just get as many games as I would have liked, because I really liked his no-nonsense defensive strength. But he had a bad ankle injury, so we're wishing him all the well. And wishing him a speedy recovery and get back to it and help Kiddy. Right then. Thanks for watching Walsall Fan TV. The joy and the pain. I really enjoyed it when people were singing along with us after the Forest Green. Made my day. Thanks very much for that. Cheers. Yeah. Smiling faces to see the Walsall Aces. Oh. All the lads and lasses, all the